Saudi Aramco, officially the Saudi Arabian Oil Company, is a Saudi Arabian public petroleum and natural gas company based in Dhahran. As of 2020, it is one of the largest companies in the world by revenue. Saudi Aramco has both the world's second largest proven crude oil reserves, at more than 270 billion barrels, and largest daily oil production of all oil-producing companies. Saudi Aramco operates the world's largest single hydrocarbon network, the Master Gas System. Its 2013 crude oil production total was 3.4 billion barrels, and it manages over 100 oil and gas fields in Saudi Arabia, including 288.4 trillion standard cubic feet of natural gas reserves. Saudi Aramco operates the Ghawar field, the world's largest onshore oil field, and the Safaniya field, the world's largest offshore oil field. On the 11th of December 2019, the company's shares commenced trading on the Tadawul Stock Exchange. The shares rose to 35.2 Saudi riyals, giving it a market capitalization of about 1.88 trillion United States dollars, and surpassed the 2 trillion United States dollars mark on the second day of trading. In the 2020 Forbes Global 2000, Saudi Aramco was ranked as the fifth largest public company in the world. Saudi Aramco's origins trace to the oil shortages of World War I and the exclusion of American companies from Mesopotamia by the United Kingdom and France under the San Remo Petroleum Agreement of 1920. The U.S. administration at the time had popular support for an open-door policy, which Herbert Hoover, Secretary of Commerce, initiated in 1921. Standard Oil of California was among those U.S. companies seeking new sources of oil from abroad. Through its subsidiary company, the Bahrain Petroleum Co., purchased a 50% stake of the concession. After 4 years of fruitless exploration, the first success came with the 7th drill site in Dhahran in 1938. A well referred to as Damam No. 7. This well immediately produced over 1,500 barrels per day, purchased 30%, and Socony Vacuum purchased 10% of the company, with SoCal and Texaco retaining 30% each. The newcomers were also shareholders in the Iraq Petroleum Co., and had to get the restrictions of the Red Line Agreement lifted in order to be free to enter into this arrangement. In 1949, Aramco had made incursions into the Emirate of Abu Dhabi, leading to a border dispute between Abu Dhabi and Saudi Arabia. In 1950, King Abdulaziz threatened to nationalize his country's oil facilities, thus pressuring Aramco to agree to share profits 50-50. A similar process had taken place with American oil companies in Venezuela a few years earlier. The American government granted U.S. Aramco member companies a tax break known as the Golden Gimmick, equivalent to the profits given to King Abdulaziz. In the wake of the new arrangement, the company's headquarters were moved from New York to Dhahran. In 1951, the company discovered the Safaniya oil field, the world's largest offshore field. In 1957, the discovery of smaller connected oil fields confirmed the Ghawar field as the world's largest onshore field. In 1975, the Saudi Arabia second five-year economic plan included a master gas plan. Natural gas would be used to generate power, rather than flaring the gas. The plan counted on using the associated gas, but by 1985, Aramco was able to include 1 billion standard cubic foot per day of non-associated gas. This non-associated gas was produced from the Kuf Formation, which is a limestone layer 650 meters below the oil-producing Arab zone. In 1994, Aramco discovered more non-associated gas in the deeper Jawf Sandstone Formation, and built plants in Havana and Harad to process it. This increased the capacity of the master gas system to 9.4 billion SCFD. 98,104,129 to 130,229 in 1973. Following U.S. support for Israel during the Yom Kippur War, the Saudi Arabian government acquired a 25% participation interest in Aramco's assets. It increased its participation interest to 60% in 1974 and acquired the remaining 40% interest in 1976. Aramco continued to operate and manage the former Aramco assets, including its concessionary interest in certain Saudi Arab oil fields, on behalf of the Saudi Arab government until 1988. In November 1988, a royal decree created a new Saudi Arab company, the Saudi Arabian Oil Company, to take control of the former Aramco assets and took the management and operations control of Saudi Arabia's oil and gas fields from Aramco and its partners. In 1989-90, high-quality oil and gas were discovered in 3 areas south of Riyadh. The Raghib area about 77 miles southeast of the capital. In Sept. 1990, after the start of the Gulf War, Aramco was expected to replace much of the oil production removed from the global market due to the embargo of Iraq and occupied Kuwait. This amounted to producing an extra 4.8 million barrels per day to keep the global oil market stable. In addition, Aramco was expected to provide all of the coalition aviation and diesel needs. Aramco recommissioned 146 Harmalia, Kurais, and